New from 88 Films on their Saucy 70's box set comes 1969's Zeta 1, which is a kind of mix of James Bond and Barbarella. Two things that I really like a lot, and then somehow in a kind of weird alchemy, they takes these two elements together, throw in a bunch more nudity, and somehow manage to make something that's so tedious and boring. Take the opening scene, for instance. This thing drags out for about 20 minutes. It's so long.
Now then, where were we?
You were about to tell me about Major Borden.
A secret agent goes to his apartment. There's a woman there. They start flirtatious movements towards the bedroom in an elongated, slow, meandering, conversational way, as it gets to the point of she wants to know what his latest mission was about, and he decides to start telling her that tale, in which case we flash back to the adventure that he has just been part of, although we seem to follow all these other characters that he doesn't really interact with all that much.
Darling, you haven't attacked me for at least an hour.
Basically, the crux of the story here is there are aliens from the planet Angvia, which is a hilarious play on the word vagina, as they are kidnapping women from around the world. This is a race of women. And the men at MI5 want to stop this from happening. It's never really explained why, but they just do.
Show our guest the colony.
So we follow these antics as people are following the aliens, as we see the next kidnap victims, as we're wondering how it's all going to get caught up, how they're going to stop the antics that's going on here. And all the while, we kind of see people get in kind of funny situations. You see lots of skin. We flash back every now and again to our superhero spy guy reiterating the story of what has happened.
Well, this is the most ridiculous story I've ever heard.
Nothing really of interest happens. We get some familiar faces from this era, some character actors that I've definitely noticed from other productions. The main crux of this one is the tedious and boring nature. It never becomes interesting in any way for me. Not interminably bad, it's just long and kind of tedious and uninteresting in a lot of ways. Yeah, it's not the greatest movie ever. Zeta 1 had some things going for it. I liked some of the performances. They seemed to have their tongue in cheek, and it was playful at certain moments. There was moments where they tried to drive home the humour, and it just felt a little bit clunky, on the nose, not particularly funny.
Too late as usual, James.
The moments of titillation and that are fine for what it was. Again, it's just such a weird kind of subgenre of this. I find it kind of fascinating that this was a mainstream kind of product. This is based, I think, on a French book or comic series or something like that, but I'm pretty sure everything's been stripped back from it. It's also known as the Love Factor. This is one that I would say isn't exactly the most interesting or fun movie that you need to sit down and watch. Now, it's not bad. It's not as bad as some of the adventure movies that I watched that were even worse than this. This one is kind of somewhat watchable in a kind of paint drying fashion. Let's jump into the disc and see if there's anything interesting in there that makes it worthwhile. Here we are in the disc for Zeta 1. We're going to go into the special features. Again, we have an audio commentary with Kim Newman and Barry Forshaw. We have Outer Space Girl, an interview with Angela Grant, which is quite interesting, even though she's not a big part of the film. We talk about her career and kind of what role she went into after this. Zeta Man, an interview with Robin Hoddon, is kind of the main character of the movie, or the main actor. He's talking from Australia about his kind of role, how he got in this one, and his thoughts on it. Earning a Crust, a making of featurette, which is 7 minutes 17. Just kind of talking head, fairly interesting enough. It actually mentions quite a lot about the production shutting down, having to rewrite and starting back up. And then we have the theatrical trailer, which is 2 minutes 4 seconds. That's the special features for Zeta 1. So there we have it. Zeta 1, second movie I've covered in the Saucy 70's box set. I'll be moving on to the third film soon enough. I would love to know your thoughts on this one. If you've seen it, are you interested? Do you have any memories of it? Let me know in the comment box below. Don't forget to hit this video with a like because it really helps the channel. And of course there is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. And in the description box below are links to the Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. And that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.